Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we have got, honestly, pretty gosh darn big news about Kleavor V-STAR. I don't know what you might be thinking, wassy. We've not even heard of Kleavor V-STAR. No, you haven't. This is a brand new card, or pair of cards I should say, because we've got a V coming in here as well, that have not even been shown off in Japanese yet. There is a chance, I can't tell you one way or the other, there is a chance this actually gets revealed in Japan overnight, and I'm coming back tomorrow bringing you news of that. But that's not for today, ladies and gentlemen. That's maybe for tomorrow. Today, what we've got is the Kleavor V-STAR Premium Collection. And straight off the bat, we can put this side by side with the Lucario V-STAR Premium Collection, and this is starting to look very, very similar indeed. Essentially, this provides us with a little bit of a template as to what these products are going to look like in the future. Full art Pokemon V, more on that in a moment, regular V-STAR with a Jumbo, V-STAR marker, and a pin badge. Now, of course, what that means is there is a very good chance that the European version won't have the pin badge, because remember when we get to Lucario V-STAR, there are two versions, and the European version basically has one less pack and no pin. It's not the end of the world, honestly. Although brand new Pokemon first ever pin, that's kind of annoying if I'm honest with you. So that's coming, and that's kind of cool. What does this mean? Well, actually, this fits perfectly with what I told you before. Because I told you that in Sword and Shield 10, Space Juggler and Time Gazer, we were going to be getting 6 V-STAR. And we know that there are 6 because we've seen the full wrap for Time Gazer, and it does say on their free treble R rarities which are V-STAR. Some people are predicting that it's going to be 2 V-STAR and 1 V-Max per set. That is it's not impossible, we don't know until all the cards have been revealed, but that is extremely unlikely. Because why would you get one random V-Max in each part of this double set when we've just had 2 sets in a row with no V-Maxes at all, and then don't even bother mentioning it as part of the... It doesn't really make much sense if I'm honest with you, alright? Could happen, I am extremely skeptical, but a few people have mentioned that to me and I thought it was worth addressing. So I told you that essentially, from what we know at the moment for Astral Radiance, there are 6 V-STAR that have been confirmed, and there are 4 which are coming in Sword and Shield 10 that we've not yet seen, because if there's 6 in total and we've seen Dialga and Palkia, that means 4 yet to be revealed. And here is one of them. And of course, we know that if there are only 2 V-STAR unaccounted for in Astral Radiance, and there are 4 V-STAR that we haven't seen coming in Sword and Shield 10, then logically you follow that through, and what we end up with is 2 of them are coming in Astral Radiance, and 2 of them are being cut from Astral Radiance. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's one of the 2. Remember, we saw this with Leafeon and Glaceon. The general rule is, and this holds pretty straight, cards that are released as promos are not also put into the set. That makes perfect sense. Now, this one is a little bit different, however, because with Lucario came as a separate deck over in Japan. So there was no Rainbow Rare version of the V-STAR. That just doesn't exist. There is no Rainbow Rare Lucario. So Lucario comes as a promo, but we don't get the Rainbow Rare in the set, because why would we? That doesn't make any sense. Kleavor, on the other hand, again, I'm not saying it's definitely in Sword and Shield 10 in Japan, but come on, it's pretty much at this stage all but guaranteed. So that means that there will be a Rainbow Rare version of Kleavor, which means that probably will actually be in Astral Radiance, or possibly the set after. So it's going to be one of those, the Rainbow Rare version is in the set, but the regular version isn't. So, like, you can look at something like Fusion Strike, and the full art version of Hooper is in that set, but the regular art version of Hooper isn't, because it was taken out to be used as a promo card. The Pokemon do this kind of thing quite regularly at the moment. They take cards that should be in sets out, but then any other versions of the card get left in. It makes perfect sense. It's completely in fitting with what they tend to do, so this all makes perfect sense. But like we saw with Leafeon and Glaceon, if a regular version of a card, in this case the V-STAR, is used as a promo, it's not going to be in the set. So the upshot of all of this is Kleavor V-STAR will not be in Astral Radiance, but there will probably, not confirmed, be a Rainbow Rare in one of the Sword and Shield 10 sets in Japan, which means that there will be a Rainbow Rare either in Astral Radiance or the set after. Good? Good. So what does the sell sheet say for this? Sharpen your game with Kleavor V-STAR. Kleavor V-STAR slashes and crashes its way out of the wilderness and into your deck with both arms swinging. This powerful Pokemon V-STAR can do more damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile, so your opponent should tread lightly. Both Kleavor V-STAR and Kleavor V are here as playable foil promo cards, along with an oversized card, glossy enamel pin, shimmering coin, and booster packs with more cards to complete your strategy. Watch out! Kleavor V-STAR is ready to rampage. And then it's got a list of stuff that's included, but that's what we already know. Now, here's the downside. All we have, everything we have here is the product image. We don't have any Japanese versions of the cards to compare it to. Maybe tomorrow, but we don't have one for the moment. And we don't have clear, perfect English images. We have the images which show what you can see from the front of the box. So, I'm going to go through everything we know about Kleavor V and Kleavor V-STAR. Please do remember, there is some information missing. I'm going to give you the best I can from what we've got. Good? Good. And annoyingly, even though we've got the regular V-STAR and the Jumbo V-STAR in the pack, between the box and the coin, there is like almost no extra information we see on Kleavor V-STAR on the regular version. We do know it's got 270 HP, which is on the higher end for V-STAR, and we know there's a regular attack and a V-STAR power attack. Axe Break for a fighting and a colourless energy does an amount of damage, and also does 60 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon V. Okay. I mean, I'm not loving the 2 energy if I'm honest with you, although do remember we've got that Gritty Pickaxe card, lets you look at the top card of your deck, and if it's not a fighting energy, you draw it, but if it is, you attach it to one of your fighting Pokemon, and we know here that obviously Kleavor V-STAR is a fighting Pokemon, so it is could be turned into a pseudo single energy attack. I mean, you could go silly and use something like Melanie to attach a water energy, because this is a Pokemon V, but I think that might be a little over the top. The thing is, we don't know how much damage it does normally, so we have to pass for the moment. Could be like 90-60, which would be alright. If it's like 180-60, that's broken, but it won't be. So the amount of damage it does is unfortunately going to really change how we feel. As for the V-STAR power, we do actually know what that does. 1 fighting energy, 30 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile. And weirdly enough, even though it doesn't say whose discard pile on the part of the card we can see, the sell sheet actually says more damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile, so we know where we're going. And this just makes me go, Wormadam. Like, if I'm playing a Wormadam deck and I can play any basic fighting energy, I'm all over this. Wormadam, of course, is the, well, it's not card, it's really the free cards that came around in Brilliant Stars. There's 3 of them, all hit for different weaknesses. For 2 colourless energy, they do 30 damage base, plus 10 more for each Pokemon in your discard pile. And it's the kind of deck you don't want to play 2-prize Pokemon very much. And Kleavor V-STAR isn't a basic Pokemon, you have to evolve it from Kleavor V, so it is a bit awkward. But if you're playing something like a Wormadam deck, this is phenomenal. Even outside of a Wormadam deck, if you're playing enough Pokemon to make this worthwhile, brilliant. I really like it. It's a good single energy attack. And, you know, if you've got 9 Pokemon in your discard pile, which is really not ridiculous, you're hitting 270, which is pretty much enough to KO all but the biggest, baddest V-STAR. And if you get 10 in your discard, that's 300, and you're good to go. I really like this in a Wormadam deck, or to be honest, as a general tech in any deck playing fighting energy, if you're playing a decent amount of Pokemon. Could be really good. Regular attack, we're going to have to withhold judgment until we know how much damage it does normally. As for the V, once again, you'll notice it is the full art version here, rather than the regular art version, which means the regular art will be coming in a set down the line, maybe in Astral Radiance, maybe in the one after. Now here, annoyingly, we know what we're doing, but we don't actually know how much we're paying. Now, the first attack does 40 damage. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say it's going to be 1 energy. Almost certainly a fighting energy. Can't guarantee until we actually see, but come on. That should pretty much be a given at this stage. Second attack does 150 damage, and I think it says you may discard an energy from this Pokemon, and if you do, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. I can't be 100% sure, but looking at what we can see from the wording, that seems to be what we're looking at. It's probably free energy. Again, I can't say this for certain, but it's probably free energy. If this is a 2 energy attack, I actually like it quite a lot. 2 energy, 150, and you can get a bit of energy denial going on. That could be cool. 2 energy, I like it. 3 energy, I don't. Hopefully this will be revealed very soon. This could be in a deck like Lucario was, but the fact that we've not seen it yet kind of suggests that it's going to be in Sword and Shield 10. So like I say, this one it's being taken out of Astral Radiance to be put into a promo box, but because it's in a set in Japan, there should be both a regular Kleavor V and a rainbow rare Kleavor V-STAR, which should be popped into Astral Radiance, which then asks the question of, does that then count as one of the 8 V-STAR that they advertised? And the answer is, I'm not 100% sure. It's all getting a little bit confusing. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. This looks really, really cool. I never actually told you, sorry. This is coming out on the 27th of May and is retailing for $40. And I am going to be right in line to buy one of these. This looks awesome. That's what I think. I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, or you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.